What up guys, welcome back. As promised, today we'll be looking at the new Ace High Company Blue Suede Clay. If you guys recall from a few months ago, we looked at the original pomade, which was a water-based pomade. Really soft, kind of like pasty, felt a lot like Elmer's glue, but styled really strongly and was a phenomenal water-based pomade. And so now we're looking at the new water-based clay. And of course, we'll start like anything else by looking at the jar.
So in parallel to the previous product that we looked at, the design is clean. Instead of a red theme, they went for a blue one. You can also see they attempted to match the ink to the actual blue color of the lid, which is a difficult task, to be honest, to match digital kind of color with ink color, and then also to real world color of objects. So it's a good attempt, looks good enough. 4 ounces, clear glass jar. Again, you can see the beautiful product inside. Labeling on the top, and the bottom face with ingredients and directions. Kind of opening it up, even though you still can't see the product through the side. It's the same color. It's nice, off white grayish type of color, in accordance with a lot of other products or clay products we've seen. Alright, let's use it.
The smell of this pomade officially is orange peel and eucalyptus, but to me, it literally smells 100% like sour gummy worms. And once you guys experience it, you'll agree with me. Because yeah, it's it has that citrus smell, but it has a tanginess to it. But anyways, go ahead, start applying. Scooping it out, very smooth once again. I don't think we've experienced any product from Ace High Company that's not smooth out of the jar. And so as we imagine that they kind of use inspiration from their water-based pomade in order to create this one here. And you can really see it definitely has a lot of grip to it, even though it's kind of really pasty out of the jar and really smooth and soft. And so of course you want to take small licks of this pomade, not applying too much at once, or you'll regret it, which is the case with most clay pomades we use, probably with the exception of Arcadian clay, which is just unbelievably soft. But yeah, I mean, you take it out of the jar, it's pretty really wet and soft, but once you start kind of agitating it with your palms, you can kind of feel the grip come out right away. So I'm going to have to really make sure to apply the product where I need it, which is in the middle. So there's obviously a bit of grip right now. Like I said, I just warned you guys a minute ago or a few seconds ago. You want to be careful how much you apply, and yeah, because it's gripping pretty hard. The hope, at least, is that though it's slightly discomforting, that we can make use of this grip later on. If we can make use of it later on and it really comes through, then it's worthwhile. If not, then we have an issue there. But yeah, so that should be good enough. I'm gonna go ahead, just wash my hands, and then we'll comb everything back. So the first few combs through may be discomforting because it's really grippy, and you might cause a few tangles while you're applying it. But once you finally get those few combs through, and once you start combing it, it's much easier and it's easy to work through. Go ahead, start styling now. Okay, so we'll go ahead and call that done. So things look good and has a beautiful shape to it. The height is slightly above average, but the overall strength, I actually would have expected a lot more hold given the amount of grip, or kind of the amount of hassle we went through to apply it. Because the amount of grip I experienced during the application was very significant. You cannot ignore that, and it could be very discomforting with people who prefer to have very long hair like myself. But overall it looks good. If it's gonna be that much grip, I want more hold out of this product. But to go through the entire list, consistency, it's like very similar to the original pomade, the water base, so very much just like glue, pastiness, very soft. Once you apply it to your hands and start working with it, it gets grippy immediately. And once you apply it to your hair, the grip is there, no question about it. Apply in small amounts or you'll regret it. The shine is very much neutral, which is what I prefer. I actually might have a touch, just like a half a notch, a little bit of like, it's a little bit of luster to it there actually, which is actually pretty damn nice. Texture is actually very beautiful. I mean, even the original pomade, the water-based one, you could get some texture out of that product. So with this one, I imagine that formula lends really well to becoming a clay. And you definitely see the similarities between the two. Strength is respectable, it's definitely firm, but with that grip that we experienced in the application, I want it to be like strong as shit. But it is more just like firm. But yes, so we'll see how it fares throughout the whole day, and then we'll come back in a few hours and talk again. Alright, we are definitely at the end of the day, so let's go ahead and talk about how this product fared. So, quick disclaimer, it definitely was rainy and windy today. Surprisingly, we got, I wouldn't call it a storm, but definitely I was outside a lot today, definitely got rained on, definitely wind blowing through my hair, and obviously it got messed up, but this is it restyled. So, endurance-wise, I mean, almost any product would have got messed up today. But I will say that this is a water-based product, and it surprisingly kind of gave out a lot more than I expected it to. With a clay, it being like so grippy, I would have wanted it to be relatively resilient. I understand with the rain, it would have definitely kind of like softened it up. Definitely, since it's a clay, being so dry, it would have really wanted to absorb all that water right away, and it did so. But what was surprising was that like now, it feels like there's barely any product in there. I can still restyle it, I can still keep it kind of clean, but it does feel really light and kind of weightless in a way, in I guess good ways and bad things, just because that like it does feel like super light and doesn't feel like it really like fell on my face and got all like really like disgusting, but still it feels like it kind of disappeared in a way, which is surprising. What else? Doesn't feel super dry in my hair. My hair had felt really like fine throughout the whole day. Didn't really feel like super dry and healthy in any way. Washing it out is pretty simple, honestly, with just water, which is pretty surprising given how much grip there was, but it does seem like this product really gives way underwater easily. So yeah, I mean, for ups and downs, it's convenient in that manner, but also makes it a little more susceptible to rainy weather like we're having today. So overall, now at this point we have a lot of clay options on the market. This one is super grippy, it can provide a good amount of hold. Still, it's not the strongest, or even as strong as you would expect given the amount of grip that it kind of shows. I also wanted to mention that while the consistency is very nice and the texture is beautiful, there's still like, I want even more hold. I want a little more resilience, since that grip, that application process is so kind of discomforting, since it's so grippy, and you really have to focus on getting just a little bit of product at a time. But overall, like, definitely I would recommend it for people who are looking for something where they don't want to use a lot of product at all. They want to really minimize the amount of product they use, and like this is a good option. For those of you who are more comfortable using like a little bit more product and kind of hoping for something a little more resilient, then there are probably other options out there that are a little more advantageous than this one. But yeah, other than that, this has been a review for Ace High Company's new Blue Suede Clay. And of course, if you guys are interested in this or their other original pomade, which I would highly recommend people trying out, you can either get that original pomade on the approved list, or if you want to go look at this one or buy direct from them and really support Ace High Company, then use our promo code ThePomp, all caps, to save you a little bit of money along the way. But yeah, other than that, see you guys again soon in the near future, whether it be pomade related content or not. See you guys then, and peace out.